Hey guys, welcome back to Green Pack Hunting, where I do the scouting so you don't have to. Let's jump right into this year's linebacker draft class. In my opinion, it's one of the stronger classes of the decade. A lot of the linebackers are excelling in coverage, especially inside of the zone. We've got some faster guys, some taller guys with great instincts. Another positive is going to be the high floor guys that are available, and they're going to be available pretty much throughout the draft. They're going to be competitive in a starting linebacker role. The weakness of these guys is going to be a class that lacks some run stuffers, and especially in the mid and in the late rounds. The only question I have for you guys today is going to be, with all of the high floor guys, who's going to have the most solo tackles this year? Leave the answer in the comments below. Alright, without farther ado, let's jump right into it. At number 5, we have Junior Carlson out of Michigan. This guy is going to be a very good run defender. In fact, he's one of the best ones in the class. He's very physical. What I like about him is he also knows how to run a winning defense. He's also going to be prototypical size. He's 6'2", 240 pounds. He's going to make a great addition. A couple teams I would love to see make a move for him is going to be number 1, San Fran, number 2, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The reason that I think you should go with those two teams are going to be because they already have a really strong linebacker, and also they're going to be able to teach him the defense, and he's got the IQ to learn and run that defense. Alright, moving on down my list, we're going to go to number 4. I've got Jeremiah Trotter Jr. out of Clemson. He stands 6 foot, 230 pounds. He's got an extremely high football IQ. I think it's one of the highest in the class. His readiness also makes him a step quicker when it comes to diagnosing the plays, more so than most other prospects. He's fantastic when it comes to being physical, and he's really going to be able to help out a team that's struggling at the linebacker position. I'm excited to see what he's going to do, and I've got him going in the late second round, possibly even mid-second. Another thing about Jeremiah Trotter Jr., I think he's going to be a starting linebacker in the NFL year 1. I think a couple teams that are going to be interested in him are going to be the Green Bay Packers as well as the Baltimore Ravens. The reason I think both would be interested is because they both have solid starters in both Quay Walker and Roquan Smith, and then Isaiah McDuffie for the Packers, and then Trenton Simpson for the Ravens. I think they need some more competition in the room. They're both good players, good draft prospects, but I think bringing a guy like Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is just going to help both of those teams at a big spot of need. Now let's move on to number 3. That's going to be Cedric Gray out of North Carolina. This guy is amazing, in my opinion. He also has one of the higher IQs in the entire draft class when it comes to football IQ. The only downside that I have for him is going to be he plays ahead of himself sometimes, especially in the run game. He tends to miss his run gaps if he's getting overzealous. I think that's something that could be coached on, so I'm not too worried about it, and I don't think a lot of teams are going to be worried as well. One really good fit for him that I hate to say it is going to be the Detroit Lions. I think he would fit in very well because he's mentally tough. He's going to have what Dan Campbell's looking for. He's also going to have your prototypical size. He's a little bit bigger. He's 6'1", 235, and that's okay to be bigger and taller because he's also athletic with a relative athletic score of 8.18. Trust me, that's going to be good. We got a lot of tight ends that are getting bigger, more athletic, and we're going to need somebody to be able to fit those. So I think the Lions would be a fantastic spot for him to land. So let's just jump into our top 2 prospects. And these guys are pretty interchangeable. In my opinion, they're very close. Number 2, I'm going to have Peyton Wilson. Peyton Wilson's coming out of North Carolina State. He's probably the best athlete in the linebacking class, one of the best athletes we've seen come out of the linebacking class for some time. He's 6'3", almost 6'4", 235 pounds with a relative athletic score of a freaky 9.81. This guy is an athletic beast. I think he's going to start on any team day one. On that note, I have him going in the top round, in the first round. I think I would love for the Packers to take him. One note I have on this guy is his incredible closing speed. If you watch the film, watch him come from the backside C, backside B gap. His responsibility and chase down wide receiver, running back, quarterback. It doesn't matter. He's going to chase them down. Some of the best closing speed I've seen. Phenomenal addition. Again, a day one starter. Keep an eye on him. I'm hoping the Packers draft him round 1. If he does fall, that's going to be a shame. Another team I could see picking him up if that does happen is going to be Houston. Oh, and he would be terrifying on that Houston defense. He's going to be just amazing, whichever team he goes on. And if he falls, he's going to be one of the best values in the draft for sure. Last but not least is going to be my number 1. This is going to be Edgerrin Cooper out of Texas A&M. What can I say about him? I mean, he's 6'2", 230 with an RAS of 9.09. I think he's the best mix of physical athlete and brains in the entire draft class. For the linebackers, he plays very strong. He also happens to be, in my opinion, the best run defender. What makes him special in that aspect when you watch his tape, as he comes down, your guards, your tackles, anyone that's blading to him, is very hard to get your hands and keep your hands on this guy. His moves are amazing. He's very strong, very slippery, but he's also meeting these running backs at the point of attack, and that's exactly what quite a few teams are looking for. I really only have the Packers and the Cowboys taking him because I think he is a very early day 2 maybe. I think he's going to get taken very high because he's just going to be a solid starter, great for your defense. Anyone would be happy to have him. Plus, he's going to be a huge leader inside of that room. I mean, both the Cowboys and the Packers need a linebacker, and this guy is going to be amazing. All right, that's going to do it, guys, for my top 5 draft prospects today. I know I left a few teams out, so please put down in the comments any teams you'd like to see these guys going to. If you liked the video, please smash that like button. Give me a subscribe. Check out the page if you want more. We got some more videos coming out shortly. Thanks again. Green Pack Hunting. We're out.